Welcome to all. Today we are going to discuss about Mesophytes. This topic is prescribed by Coimbatore University for the botany fourth semester students. In this topic, we will study about the introduction and adaptations found in Mesophytes. First, see the definition. So Mesophytes, they are the common land plants which grow in moist habitats and well-aerated soil. So that means these plants, they prefer neither too wet nor too dry habitats. So in these habitats, you can see the common plants, they are the mesophytes. And these mesophytes, they prefer soil and air of moderate humidity. Both the air and soil, that should be moderate humidity. They don't prefer the excess humidity and also excess heat. So mesophytes, they are the common land plants. They are found growing in moist habitat and well aerated soils. In the previous class, we discussed about hydrophytes. Hydrophytes, they are the group of plants. They living or survive in the water or on the water and on the waterlogged soils. So mesophytes, they're coming out of the water habitat and they prefer the well aerated soil, moist with moist moderate humidity. And these group of the plants, they avoid the soil with standing water or the water which is excess in salt contents. If the salt content is more in that habitats, halophytes are found. They are the saline habitats. Next, and these mesophytes, they are called intermediate plant community because these mesophytes present between the or occupies the place between the hydrophytes and the xerophytes. One side, hydrophytes, they are the community growing in the water, and another side, xerophytes, they are the community growing in xeric habitats. That means waterless habitats. So in between these hydrophytes and xerophytes, an intermediate plant community is present that growing in moist habitat and well aerated soil. That community, what we call mesophytes. And you can see the examples for mesophytes. They are nothing but common cultivated plants or garden plants. They are all comes under mesophytes. Then we will look over the adaptations. What are the adaptations present here? First, root system. The root system is well developed and fairly branched because it's growing in well aerated soil. So the root system is well developed and fairly branched. Roots are provided with root caps and root hairs. You can look at that root caps. In hydrophytes, root caps are absent. Their root pockets are present. But in mesophytes, they replace the root pocket with root caps. Then stem is aerial in nature, that means going above the ground. They are solid stem and stem also freely branch. Then leaves, they are larger in size, usually larger in size, broader and thin with varied shapes. And usually they are green in color and lax hairs or waxy coatings. But in some plants, they have the trichomes, that is the hairs are present in some plants. Then cuticle, a waxy coat present on the epidermis. So this cuticle is well developed and it is present over the leaves and the stem parts. Then epidermis is thin in nature, usually single layered and well developed, which forms the protective layer for the internal tissues. Then stomata, a small pore present on the leaves, usually present on the lower surface, but in some plants, that is in monocotyledonous plants, these stomata distributed on the both surface of the leaves, the stomata helpful in the transpiration process. Then inside the leaf, the brown tissue, that is nothing but mesophyll. It is a photosynthetic tissue. The mesophyll is well developed in mesophytes and it is differentiated in palisade and spongy parenchyma with many intercellular spaces. As you know that palisade layer present below the upper epidermis and spongy layer present above the lower epidermis. The cells are filled with chlorophyll and helpful in the photosynthesis plant. Mechanical tissues in mesophyll is well developed and these mechanical tissues are helpful to maintain the hardness of the plant and also woody nature. The vascular tissues like xylem and phloem, they are also well developed in plants, that is in the stem and roots. So mesophyll is a moderate plant community which shows all the adaptations. So that's why it occupies the intermediate place between hydrophytes and xerophytes. Thank you.